Chiwetel Ejiofor, welcome to LOVEFiLM.
Thank you.
It's nice to have you here. Now, 2012 is not a film about us hosting the Olympics.
It isn't, no.
It's a altogether different story. It's Roman Emmerich's take on the end of the world, I guess.
Yes, yeah, the end of the world according to the Mayan prophecy, which predicted the end of days in the winter solstice of 2012.
Now, your character, Adrian, is a scientist and has the great misfortune of discovering that this is actually going to happen in quite a short space of time. What was the attraction of Adrian?
Well, he's a geologist who works for the White House, and he discovers this situation. He goes to the White House, and very quickly he rises up through the ranks and becomes the chief science advisor to the president. And then everything starts to fall apart, and these events start to happen. And you know, the governments are aware, and the way that they operate during the crisis is something that he then has some conflict with, and it creates this moral and ethical, philosophical dilemma, and none of the answers and none of the solutions to that are particularly straightforward, and none of them are easy. But he feels he has to do something to affect the way in which the end game is being orchestrated.
When you initially read the script, could you really picture what was happening? Because I can imagine it's quite difficult to kind of imagine these cities crumbling and actually seeing it kind of on the big screen.
Yeah, it's you can't imagine it. No, that's the truth. You know, you read those bits in the script, and you're like, you know, it is like that old story about Cleopatra enters Rome, you know, which then takes 4 months to shoot, but you know, it's just a little bit in the script. And I definitely had that experience. You know, it's the end of the world. So you know, but it was really in the script. I think there's just the narrative that got me hooked. You can't really relate to all the disaster, but you know that Roland is somebody who's going to really create that, is going to really take that in terms of cinema and cinema technology as far as it can possibly go and beyond. So that side of it was kind of taken care of, and so to me, I was like, just whether I was engaged with these characters, and I was totally captured by the story.
Now I have to ask, if it was the end of days and it was time for your last supper, what would you eat? What would you have?
Well, I don't know if I could keep anything down. I mean, I'd be pretty nervous. I don't know if I'd be thinking about eating that much. I'm like,
I was thinking about it
I might have a
earlier.
burger.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just something really fattening, like, you know, just something really like greasy, you know.
I was thinking I'd have a drink.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe too.
On that note, Chiwetel, thank you very much for talking to me.